Hello and welcome to another episode of The Parenting Business. Before we get into the show, don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do feel free to get in touch with your stories or top tips about how you balance your parenting business. You can either leave us a comment or drop us an email at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, if you do like what you hear, please share the podcast with other parents and business owners and make sure you leave us a 5-star review to help spread the support.
It's ambitious, isn't it, if you like what you hear? Go on.
I know. Yeah.
Carry on.
Likewise, if you do want to get in touch about anything we discuss or anything from previous episodes or have questions, dad jokes, anything at all, don't forget, drop us an email, podcast@parentingbusiness.com. And with that, let's get on with the show. Hello, sir.
Good evening, one and all.
How are you?
Better than I deserve.
Better than you deserve.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I woke up this morning. Some poor buggers didn't.
Well, true.
I didn't wake up in prison. Didn't wake up in hospital. Didn't wake up... I woke up in my bed with my family around me, and my youngest didn't wet the bed when he climbed into. There's a result. He quite often does.
Hold on, are you now blaming the youngest for wetting the bed?
That's it, yeah. I'm not got a dog I can blame for farting.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah. No, it's just, we go through life. I can't say, I could do without this dicky knee from time to time that aches and what have you, but no, things are fine. Things are good. On the up.
Good. God, I think that's the first time we've started an episode and you've been feeling positive.
Not moaned about stuff. Well, if you go back a little bit, a lot of things I've been moaning about, a lot of it's staff related, and we are short-staffed. But that's because I fired somebody and someone else is on sick and I've not replaced them. We've had quite a few applicants, but nobody that lady who runs the factory basically says, yeah, I like that person. And it's there's no drama. We're not that busy at the minute. It's fine. So although I'm a bit short-staffed, things are being produced, roughly speaking, to plan. There's not quite as much in the production plan, but give or take, we're about there. So customers aren't kicking off about this, and we're not having issues with that. So that's quite positive. Other issues regular listeners will know is roof on one of my rentals. The firm who have taken over, so obviously kicked a firm off. There's still an ongoing argument there. But the new firm started Monday.
So that's all good and getting sorted.
So that's all good. I mean, it
nice.
Cost me a fucking fortune, wouldn't it? But there we are. Worse things happen at sea. Things are coming together. We've sold well. I've had 3 or 4 months of a shit order book. Last week it came flooded in, so there's quite a few positives there. On the high and low section of the week, I'll probably go with the order book because that kind of sets everything else in motion.
Go on then. So let's go straight into highs and lows.
Highs and lows is the order book because we sit here with all these problems in front of us, minor as they may be, but one way, shape or form they need paying for. So if the factory isn't churning the work out or selling it in the first place, it kind of puts a concern or a worry or other plans on hold until you can. So example, I mentioned I've only just had my car back from the garage and my wife's just started playing up. I could come home and the fridge is packed up, for fuck's sake. All minor, but there's $2,000 I've got to find. Well, when the factory's selling a lot and churning well, that's quite easy. When you've had 3 months dicking about because everyone's concerned about the budget, we're all fucked off with the high tax on labour, and then Mr. Trump goes into Iran, so we're all erratic on what's happening. Let's not spend any, let's not do anything, spend any money anywhere. That holds up everything.
Yeah.
So majority of those worries have gone now. The worry is get it out the door, what we've sold, and then let's one at a time solve these issues. So, well happy to be well above target by a country mile after being below it for since October. It's been the odd week when we've done okay, but it's been shit for a while. So I'm happy about that. Low point. I'm going to do a slightly tongue-in-cheek low point, but it has pissed me off. Anticlimax on television shows. I've been telling everybody for a year, the funniest thing on television, I've said this to you a couple of times, funniest thing on television is, currently, not in the past, not past tense, currently. Funniest thing on television is?
Funniest thing on television? Go on.
Last One Laughing on Amazon Prime. Jimmy Carr puts
Okay.
Jimmy Carr. I quite like Jimmy
Yes.
Carr. Yeah, puts a load of comedians in a room. Last year's fucking brilliant. Been banging on
Yeah.
about it. I've watched it 2 or 3 times. It's that good. I never watch anything twice. So to watch something 2 or 3 times, it has that good. And if I think back, the first episode of the first series last year was a little bit trying to figure everything out. But after that, it's comedy gold. So series 2 comes on Amazon last week, and it was about as entertaining as me and you are. It was fine. I'm glad I watched it, but I've built it up in my head.
Yeah.
Since I knew series 2 was coming out, 4 or 5 months ago, I've been building it up. This is going to be great when it comes out. I've been telling people series 2 is going to be fucking brilliant. And it's kind of like, ugh, it's fine. I've not wasted my time watching it, but what was I getting my hopes up for? So, anticlimactic television. Because me and my wife have told friends it's brilliant, and then we got a text message, what the fuck's this dribble? It's, oh, shit.
It's lucky I didn't actually remember and I've not watched it.
Watch the first series. The first series is brilliant, but I mean, they've only released the first couple of episodes of the second, so maybe you'll get better. I'm hoping it gets better, but that was a bit like, was that it? It was all right, but
so
that was a shame.
Your low is purely TV related. That's not bad for a low for you, actually.
No, I'll take that. Yeah,
I'll take that. Yeah,
and I have had an eventful interaction, as it were.
Hold on, an eventful interaction. Have you been in country lanes again in the dark?
No one's arse is getting sore on this. Well, not yet, at least. So I said I kicked a roofer off the job 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you didn't kick him off the roof, did you?
No, not literally, no, although it was tempting.
No.
But he got back in touch the other day. It's obvious I got someone else on because it had been windy as anything, and there's another fucking leak. So the new firm just went, no problem, leave it with me, sort it out, which they did. And this guy, although I'd kicked him off, I wasn't really listening. He's still adamant he wants his money. Anyway, he'd gone back, and I just got this WhatsApp message, picture of the house in question. Are you going to pay the rest of the quote? I was like, well, no, you've dicked me about for 5 months. You've had $3,000 out of 5.5.
Yeah.
Bit touch more. You've dicked me about for 5 months. You've caused quite a lot of damages. Let's just leave it there. Can't go, I want paying. The amount of damage you've caused, I think you owe me more than I owe you. Best to leave it. And then the next thing was a picture of my house, the house in question. And great day for taking wood beams off of the house, isn't it? I was like, fucking hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so that was an interesting afternoon. There we are. These things are meant to try us.
I assume you still have wood beams on a house.
Yeah, I took the punt that it's a shot across the bows. I'm like, I'm 95% plus. He's trying to ship me up. So I go, ooh, 500 quid. And my response was just do it. You do what you think is right, given where we are, given what's happened. You do what you think's right. If you think I owe you money, bill it and we'll talk about it. If you think the best course of action for you today is to start taking wooden beams off, I'll go and get a bit of advice on what to do next, and then I'll do that.
Yeah.
You do what's right for you. So anyway,
Play the
game. So I've had this bill that I'm not paying, and I said, look, I want to be fair, but I think what's fair is you owe me more than I owe you. But send your bill. I mean, this went on for a good hour, maybe hour and a half. Send your bill. I'll look at it. But equally, I've got 2.5 grand's worth of damages done. You've already had 3 grand. What the fuck are you billing me for?
Yeah.
I didn't swear. I was very polite. But that's still ongoing. This is almost a week ago, and I've had a chaser. Can you sort that bill out? Which I've not replied to, and I probably won't reply for a few days. And then it don't matter. It's all gone. I mean, one of his little threats, which I didn't respond to, was, the scaffolder won't take the scaffold down till I've paid him, and I can't afford to pay him, so you pay me. So he's thinking, right, because that's the norm in practice, that scaffolders think, I'll leave it up because he'll want it off his house, then he'll pay my bill. If I take my scaffolding away, he ain't going to pay me a bid, is he? So I get the logic. But with that, I've just gone to the new firm that says, right, he's refusing to take his scaffold down. What do you want to do? He says, no drama, I'll take it down and store it. Done.
Yeah.
And I've got a bill for it. I've got to pay an extra 250 quid. But basically, if I'm going to need that, I've got in writing that the previous firm are refusing to take it down. Now, I don't know who that previous firm is, so I can't contact them if I wanted to.
Oh, they've not put a sign on the scaffold then?
No. So there's an element there of, what do you do? I want it off my house, please. Previous contractor is who owes you. My quote was the job will be done.
It's not you that owes it, it's the contractor.
That job was meant to be done in 6 weeks. It's been 5.5 months.
Yeah.
I don't fucking owe any for any more scaffolding. It wasn't me causing the delays. It was me causing delays different. So, yeah, when I got that picture of great day for taking wood beams off, I'm like, for fuck's sake. The second firm's meant to be starting Monday.
Yeah.
Which is yesterday's been, and he has been there started. So I'm going to give it a couple more days and then start having a bit of back and forth, by which time I've got my new roof on. Do your worst.
Yeah.
See in court then, because he reckons he knows more about the law than me. And I'm no lawyer, but due to whatever laws, we were in contract.
Yeah.
You want to send me this contract? No, just because we've sent you a quote and we've started work and blah, 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 we're in contract. We're fucking not. Not when you've dipped me about for 5 months and caused £2.5 grand worth of damage. Take me to small claims then.
Yeah.
I would love to see you in small claims. If we get there, and I don't think we will, if we get there, the only people who's making any money is the lawyers anyway. I'm going to get fuck all. But equally,
I don't even think you'd need a lawyer for that one.
No, but I'm not going to get any money back, am I?
I think you could put a counterclaim in.
I can put a counterclaim in and he'll go, oh, I'm going bust. Ta-ra.
Yeah, but that's fine. If he goes bust, he can't pursue his claim. That's
100%. Oh, no. Yeah. Go on, it's seeing court then.
Yeah.
So that's where it lies at the minute. But I would just, okay, I think it was Wednesday, just got that message of great day for taking wooden beams off. I was like, for fuck's sake. My tenant's a bit of a moaning myrtle as it is. And let's be right, this is serious. Yeah. But anyway, we'll see how that one ends up, eh?
Oh, the fun of the fair.
The fun of the fair. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Is that what they tell me?
Absolutely.
There we are. So anyway, there's my lows and highs. Your turn.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know.
You must know. Come on.
I was saying to you just before we came on that I've really don't know this week. So I suppose high is I've started getting responses to my daughter's birthday party.
That's cool.
Which is good. Positive responses.
RSVPs
I don't know how any of this
people
work.
coming.
Yeah, people come in. So I do that would be amazing. Is there any dietary requirements?
Yeah.
Just because you kind of have to do that nowadays.
Yeah. Don't let people bring food that's not boxed because it's got the ingredients on it and all that shit.
Oh, no, because I'm doing it myself.
Okay.
I'm doing all the catering myself, so...
Is that wise?
Yeah.
You've told me about your cooking before.
We're doing it in a church hall.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll get me mum to help.
So you can bless the food beforehand and hopefully no one ends up in intensive care.
Yeah, hopefully no one ends up with food poisoning.
Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, and we got an invite to a play date as well, which will be really nice for her. So that's nice because I've not spoken to the other parents particularly.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing the daily at the school gates. And I've found that quite difficult because I want to be involved. I want to support things like play dates and so on and so forth. So for one of the parents to message back and say, my daughter talks about your daughter a lot. I think it'd be great for us to organise a play date. Brilliant. Yeah, let's do it. I'm sure that'll be fantastic because I want to support that sort of stuff. But when I'm not involved every day and only involved, not through choice, around about 20% of the time, it's difficult because I don't have that kind of seeing other parents daily at the drop off and pick up. So that was really, really nice. That's a high. Lows, I don't know. I suppose the ongoing saga around challenging things with the business, with business partners and things. However, that's in process and getting sorted, so it's not been a low so much. And I just seem to be doing a lot. And you know how you get those days where you don't know what you've achieved on that specific day?
God, yes, quite a few.
So I've had a few of those recently where I know I have achieved, but I've not achieved what I want to be achieving in the big picture of things. So that knocks me a little bit, to be honest. I've just not got as much done as I want to. I know that come the weekend, I'm going to have a really busy weekend this weekend. trying to catch up on lots of stuff.
Yeah.
That general doing stuff around the house, doing stuff, a little bit of business stuff, but yeah, getting everything kind of spick and span and tidy again, because it's almost busy doing nothing.
Yeah.
In my eyes, and I suppose that's the kind of lows. Nothing major though. Way worse things can happen.
Of course, but you've not achieved as much as hoped, which I think we can all resonate with. We all have days like that.
Yeah, and I have made a routine, or started to set up my routine to get back into the gym though.
Okay.
So I went a couple of times last week. I'm trying to set it that I go to the gym twice a week.
Okay.
I've already got a set, Fridays are a gym day, either after drop off on a Friday or before pick up on a Friday, because that alternates a little bit. So that's one day that I'm setting aside to go to the gym, because the gym is really close to my daughter's school. So that's handy. And I'm just trying to get back on it a little bit. I need to lose some of the weight, and I'm motivated to do that.
Do you have like a goal in mind of, say, a target weight or a target weight? Because I've got round my waistline, I want to get back to 34 inch, and I do XYZ every week in an attempt.
How's that going for you, actually?
Last time I checked, all right, but I've not checked for a couple of weeks, so I should probably do that again. Hang on.
Yeah. Are you still walking?
Yeah,
a lot to and from work.
Yeah, even though I've got my car back, I still
even though you got your car back.
But yeah, I didn't today because I've been
good.
to a fancy do function thing, which
yes,
bored the pants off me to the point where there was a person in front of me, elderly gent to be fair, but I actually wondered for a good minute, probably best part of a minute, if he'd nodded off. Head was slumped, the heavy breathing, I could hear it from the row behind. I'm thinking, you just, I don't blame him, to be fair. There were about 6 talks. One of them were all right, and the rest of it were like, well, it's good to meet people. It's good to bump into people you kind of know, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's a good job you did hear him heavy breathing to make sure he was actually alive then.
Yeah, not doing out dirty.
If he's an older gentleman,
yeah,
then the last thing you want is that would be an advert, wouldn't it? For
come to
bored to death.
Come to the Manufacturing Network's annual bash and literally be bored to death by the guest speakers. A couple of them were all right. I actually learned something.
If someone from Manufacturing Network actually hears this, though, I don't think you'll be invited back. So
that's all right. That's all right. I don't think I'm terribly popular at best of times.
Are you measuring the waist at the minute?
Yep.
Hold on. Are you using an actual metal tape measure?
That's all I've got. I've not got a cloth one to hand. I have at work. I'll do it at work. Because that says I've gone up, and I don't think I've gone up. I think I've come down. I think I've lost half inch.
Down. Never
sat down.
Do it. Sat down.
Why do you do this? Why do you fucking do it?
I'm not suggesting that you fucking do it.
Good job I put my trousers
I'm just saying, I was trying to give you an excuse for why it's bigger.
Wait, you go steady. No. Right, I'm breathing in a little bit, to be fair. See, that's got me about the same. I'll do this properly tomorrow with a cloth one.
Yeah.
Tape measure, because
I've got a target that I want to be back down to below 100 kilos. I want to be kind of 95 kilos.
See, I don't know how much I weigh anyway. I mean, that might be right. Maybe I have gone up a bit, you know.
Yeah.
It was a particularly big tea tonight.
Yeah.
We were running late after parents' evening, so straight to the chippy. Yeah. It was, mate. It was chip shop on the way home because we had parents' evening at nursery.
Oh, fair. How did that go?
As expected, just, yes, everything's lovely.
Yeah.
So, thank you for dragging me out.
Did they say, do you have any questions?
Yeah, my wife had a few questions. She's a reception school teacher, so knows all about it. Or
my only question my only question is, are they happy?
Yeah, I think they're happy, yeah.
If the answer to that is yes, then that's fine.
That's fine.
At that age, I don't care about academics or this, that, and the other. Are they happy?
There's a hell of a lot of clever people. Who don't get anywhere in life and aren't happy. So So yeah, it's is it Epictetus or anyway, Greek philosopher from a couple of thousand years ago? Wealth consists of having few wants.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of rich people miserable because they're not as rich as somebody else. Who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you want to do with your life? Can you afford to do it? If the answer is yes, then you're rich enough, aren't you?
Well, I think Jimmy Carr said something like, what was it? Ambition minus expectations or something, or reality is, that's the formula for happiness.
Got a point, because it's like when you plan your birthday party, if you got really high expectations,
yeah,
you set yourself up for a fall. If you've got quite low expectations, you might just be pleasantly surprised most of the time.
Yeah, but I don't think it was quite like that, because that suggests that people should set low expectations. But I think it was a combination of expectations and effort and reality, and
it's worked in our marriage for my wife anyway.
What, having low expectations?
Low expectations. What's the secret to be happily married? Well, find a wife who's got low expectations. Here we are. Anyway, move on.
Find a wife who's prepared to settle.
Yeah, so there's a bit of truth in that. Maybe. I don't know. I'll find out when this goes out. She'll come back and tell me. Move it on. Where have we got to?
Oh, no, I've done it. I've found it. I had to do a quick AI to remind myself of it. I've found it. So happiness equals quality of life minus envy.
Yeah, envy is the only one of the 7 deadly sins you can't have any fun with.
Yeah,
that's the point of being envious of anybody. At least gluttony and indulging, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's your quality of life minus what you envy about life.
I'll write some of this down. Yeah. See, we do good consumer advice here as well, don't we, on this show?
Yeah, we do. Be happy with what you've got and work to make it the best you can, and get a partner that's prepared to settle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
Hey, I know I'm punching above my weight, so I'm more than happy in that respect.
Well, there we are then. Well, you don't have to say it. She don't listen anyway, does she?
She does. She does listen occasionally, but only when she can't sleep.
Only when she can't sleep, which means it's going to take more than 25 minutes for her to fall asleep before she hears your little compliment.
Yeah, but
just get the compliments in early next time.
Yeah, but I don't need to, because maybe there's it's still playing while she's asleep and it's subconscious. It's that.
Yes.
Like those self-help tapes that you're meant to put on when you go to sleep and listen to. I think there was a Friends episode around Chandler having quit smoking self-help tapes.
Yeah.
And the funny things that happen with that. So, yes, if my partner is listening, go to sleep.
Yeah.
You're meant to be asleep by now.
No. Yeah. Sweet dreams, Michelle. Anyway, move it on.
Yes, let's move on.
We're droning a bit, aren't we? Oh, you want the big question? I was impressed at my ability to
Come
answer.
on then, hold on. Let's
week.
Try it. Let's see if I can get it to work.
Question.
Right, there we go. In that echo.
There we go.
Can we go now?
That does echo on. I need to maybe do some tweaks.
So the one I'm quite proud of myself on, when one of my little girls asked, how do potholes appear in the road?
Because the council do fuck all to repair them.
Well, we are a reformed council now, aren't we? So all them promises have gone down a tree.
Okay.
So the backstory of it is from the Stoke-on-Trent region, where the ground is mostly clay, and when they make a road, it's built on clay, which the locals would dig up, shove it in a kiln, make a pothole. True story.
Oh, is that why it's
That's
called
why it's called a pothole? Because the locals would dig it out and make an actual pot.
Yeah, but I thought she asked, why do they appear in the road?
Yeah, I didn't tell you my answer was exactly what she wanted to hear, just as a bit of trivia brought in there. So my wife's answer basically is what she wanted to hear. Bad weather deteriorates roads, and then when heavy vehicles drive on it, when it's deteriorated, the hole appears.
Yeah, it's freeze.
So that's the science of it.
Freeze thaw theory.
Yeah. So that's the science of it. But that's why it's called a pothole.
Oh,
We
okay.
make pots out of it. The other big question,
hold on, before we go on to that big question, I did think that if we ever need a job, though, do you know the best job you could do?
Probably own a laundrette, because the rate they go bust is like fucking never.
No,
there's always loads of work.
Pothole repair person.
Yeah, but
because you get because you get paid and you do absolutely fuck all to repair the potholes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll actually get repaired.
Yeah. There's I think it was Hale and Pace, old comedians, have a little video on trial with the council, and there was the council foreman. That's it, lads. Brilliant. Keep that up. Really good. And then it scans over to 4 blokes just sat there looking gormless, leant up against a spade. Absolutely. What is the point of a council worker? Not that we want to generalise, obviously, on this show, but I've never met anybody who works for a council. Do you know, 2 years ago, right, my little firm had its difficulties, and the council, I was behind on the rent, and I said, can I have a payment plan? They said, no. It's in your contract. It's our rights to come and swap the locks whenever we please. Paying for fuck off was basically the logic of it. Right, that was July 2024. So after saying fuck off, Benjamin, in the summer of 2024, do you know when the building went on the market to be relet?
Go on.
Fortnight ago.
It's been that long.
It's been that long. They may as well give me a benefit of the doubt and let me try, haven't they? Nearly.
Jeez.
Vote Labour. I mean, it was an expensive building. It's 10 grand a month, that building.
Yeah. It was a big old building, that.
Yeah, so that's 200 grand. Yeah. I mean, I may have struggled to do it, to be fair. I probably would, but benefit of the doubt, they may as well give it a go. If you're going to take 18 months plus to relet it.
They may as well have said, look, have it for half price for a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper for us to keep you in there if you're paying something than for us to leave it empty.
Left it empty. It's on the market now. Saw it about week before last on Rightmove.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, mental.
That is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, because if that was private landlord, you'd be out just as quick, to be fair. Your stuff will be cleared within days, and it would be back on the market within a fortnight.
Well, even if your stuff wasn't cleared within days,
it'd be on the market.
If it took a month, it would have been on the market within a couple of days.
Yeah.
They'd have people in there viewing it as soon as possible because,
Public sector productivity is non-existent.
But then I'm also guessing on an industrial unit, I don't know this for sure, but if you're a private landlord, you'd still end up paying rates on it.
Yes, if it's empty, yes.
Yeah, whereas if you're the council, you ain't paying rates on your own building to yourself.
No.
So it's sat there not costing you anything, effectively.
Yeah.
So but it's also not earning them any money that would help pay council bills.
That was recently declared bankrupt or on the verge of bankruptcy. Yeah. Anyway, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are.
But okay, so go on then. Hold on. Question number 2.
And this one I don't know the answer to. So to those of us that have got watching us on video as well as just listening, why are parts of my beard grey? Other parts aren't, and it's not even. Because, Daddy, your grey hairs are even around the side, and then no hair on the top. Why is your grey hairs on your beard not even? I mean, if ever you want an ego boost, come talk to my little girls.
But why? I've never understood this.
Go on.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something to do with the individual hair follicles. But I would be interested to know, why does hair go grey as such, and what determines which hairs go grey?
Grey is the natural colour.
Yeah.
Or everybody's hair goes back to grey. But I don't know. I did read somewhere that genetically it goes, your hairline will go through the female side of your family. So example, when I'm looking at me going bald, my uncles on my mother's side is what you're looking at.
Is that your mother was bald?
Yes. No, you chimp. So the male hormone, if you like, male genes, but carried through the female side. The female side carries your follicles. It's something I read. I'm not going to sit here and say it's gospel truth or anything, but
yeah.
Makes sense.
But I've wondered before.
My mum's side of the family, all the blokes are bald, going back. So yeah.
But why do things like certain hair follicles end up going grey earlier?
There'll be a listener who knows. We got 8 listeners now. One of them will know. Can you write in?
Why do you go bald why do people go bald in different places? So some people go bald just on the crown of their head on the top. Some people go bald and their hairline recedes. Some people go completely bald. Yeah, I would be interested to actually know that as a genuine fact. Not to explain to a 4-year-old, but yeah, that's a.
I don't know.
Good question.
Yeah, I don't know, sweetie. Should we put Peppa Pig back on? And we moved on.
When you're older, we'll get you Google. you can just sit there Googling away.
It'll be common knowledge then. I don't bother me being bald. It's just happened, and there we go. Some people go down the hair transplant route, or they get anxious about it, or whatever, or what's the word I'm looking for? Their self-confidence dips because they feel inferior because they can't grow their own hair. Well, baldness is a form of masculinity. It's higher testosterone was the other thing I read. So whether it's genetics through the female line, or I'm just more of a man than you, probably both. We don't know, do we? Could be either. We'll see. If you want a real man, ladies, go with one with no hair.
I just always think it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm fortunate to be blessed, and I'm not aware of any baldness in the family at all. So see what happens. You just deal the cards you dealt, don't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's the questions.
And
come on then.
Why the grey hairs is different. More here and not much here, and wasn't it even? Like the grey hairs on my head, of what's left of the hair on my head, are relatively speaking.
Are they relatively even?
Relatively even.
Yeah, you've got kind of flash stripes.
Oh yeah.
Down the are they go faster stripes?
That's it. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
You've got it. Yeah, you caught it.
I'll be honest. I've never noticed because your hair's always cut so short.
Fairly, yeah.
And probably because I'm a man, I don't fucking notice anything.
We don't notice, do we?
As the missus will tell me. I don't. She'll cut or dye her hair, and I won't notice.
Yeah, I've had that particular question
it's an
to answer
before. Slightly different shade of brown.
Do you like what I've done with my hair? I'm like, yeah. I'm fucking telling you different.
Yeah.
How much that cost?
Yeah, you've not noticed I've done this to my hair. You know what? I didn't know what your hair looked like the fucking this morning when I last saw you, so... yeah, it looks lovely, dear.
Yes, of course, dear. Always say yes, dear. That was one of the episodes, wasn't it? Never say no, dear. Yeah.
Never say no, dear.
Anyway, we're drivelling on again. I mean, fucking hell. I'm proud of having 70, 80 listeners. Half of them have just jumped off a cliff.
Yes. So, big news this week, though. Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I mean, death comes to all of us, doesn't it? So.
Do you know the funny thing is, I read this somewhere, that the majority of the population that know about Chuck Norris only know about him from the memes and things.
There are some good ones, though.
They've never known
there are some
a movie or anything he's been in.
I have seen a couple of his movies, but you're quite right. I'm not a Chuck Norris fan as such, but
no, I'm not. I've never seen a Chuck Norris movie.
The whole Chuck Norris was in the frame for Superman, but he's not allergic to kryptonite type thing.
Yeah,
things like that. Some of them are just Chuck Norris can pull a wheelie on a unicycle. Just some of the silly in it. It's so silly, but it's my kind of humour. You know?
Yeah.
Chuck Norris can turn the switch off at his bedroom door and be in bed before it gets dark. You know, it's such silly little humour, which is right up my street. I enjoy that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll be honest. Sad news.
Yeah, it is sad news. But I never really have seen a Chuck Norris thing. I've seen memes and I know the story behind him. But
yeah,
it is sad. But he's gone and left a legacy.
Fact of life. I mean, I begrudgingly, and I do mean begrudgingly, watched Married at First Sight when my wife's got it on. It's one of them, it's like got utter drivel. What the fuck are we watching this for? And then all of a sudden I'm looking up from my book because I actually quite like the psychological element of how that fits and how that works. But she died today, Mel.
Yes, I saw that. That
54,
is really sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I will admit something.
You admit something. You watch it as well, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I don't watch it as much now as I used to.
Oh, yeah.
And I only ever watch the UK one.
Okay.
My missus is, watches the Australian one and
yes.
the other ones. But I really love the psychological side of it. And what I love the most is the development and the change in relationships.
Yeah.
I know that it's edited for TV and so on and so forth. But I love the development in the relationships and these couch sessions that they have. Where they talk about...
Yeah, I'll watch the couch sessions because that's when they delve into, this was your behaviour. Well, this is why. And if you try this, you might be able to fix it. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's the part of it I quite like. So, yeah, I'm not fussed about what happened in the week. I couldn't give a toss.
I'd like to see more about what they did with them.
But, yeah.
They get set these challenges. And I like some of these challenges that they're made to do where they have to kind of, I don't know, give each other a massage or sit down and ask each other certain questions and things and get the responses. I like that kind of thing, those activities designed to create connection.
Yeah.
Or designed to help understanding.
Where's this heading?
It's not heading anywhere. Literally, I've just don't worry. I'm not going to suggest.
Come and hold eye contact and give me a kiss at the end. We'll only live about 5 miles apart. It's probably doable.
I'm not going anywhere near you.
Well, it might make entertaining podcasts because I don't think we've managed it tonight.
It might do, but also I think
I'll tell you what we have managed. The next one should be pretty good. We've got a guest on who has a lot to say.
Yeah, we can mention that briefly. Actually, we did record with a guest this week for what was going to be this week's episode, but actually we
droned on that long. It might be next week. He's still going.
Yeah, we're actually recording that episode alongside this episode.
Bless it. No, it was good though. It was actually yes, there was a lot, but it was good stuff. It was interesting.
It was a really good episode. So and, I want to take a little bit of time working on it.
Hats off to him for what he's been through and how he's dealt with it. Cause
absolutely. So that's why listeners have got us yet again this week.
Yeah, but they like it when it's just us.
Yeah, well, we say that.
We're like comfy slippers, aren't we? Just.
I was thinking more battered, knackered old slippers is probably more appropriate.
Yeah. Boring but easy listening.
Yes. Well,
if they've made it this far.
I was going to say if they've made it this far.
Metrics on this one will be interesting. It might start high and not end well. Moving on. The reason
I like looking at the metrics. Well, that's why you mentioned that.
Let's skip to the reason everybody actually listens to this drivel. My favourite part of the show of the last 3 or 4 that we've done. Are you ready with little sound effects? Because here comes the dad joke.
Well, have we got proper dad jokes now? I thought Chuck Norris would.
Of course I've got a proper dad joke. Fuck, that's the reason I get up in the morning, just to come on here once a week and tell everybody my dad joke. Because sadly, I've got an addiction. Speaking of which, I saw something just coming back a subject a minute ago. I heard on the radio and I read somewhere, one of the two, if not both. They're doing a performance of Train Spotting in the West End, but to fit with modern day culture, they've changed the addiction from heroin. They've changed the addiction. Do you know what they've changed the addiction to?
Oh God, it's going to be like social media or something shit like that.
Got it in one.
Oh, fuck.
Got it in one. Mark Renton is going to have, that's Ewan McGregor's character, is going to have an addiction to social media.
How the fuck does he climb into a toilet
through Twitter?
Out of his face, having looked at some feed on Facebook.
Anyway.
I thought what they were going to do was give them actual heroin and make them do the performance on heroin.
Yeah, that would be down very well, wouldn't it?
We digress, but I'm just going to stay on that sort of topic for a minute. Have you seen about this show where they do the show Pissed?
No. Should we give that a go one night?
I saw this a while ago. I saw the what for us to record an episode.
Let's have a go one night. Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I did see this a while ago.
Did you?
And I can't remember when I saw it, but it tours around, and effectively the performers, they have a kind of theme for the show and a general script and things, but the deal is that I don't know if they all have to get pissed, or there's a select few of them that for every performance have to be pissed for that performance. So it just turns into carnage and makes it funny. And this show tours and is apparently really popular. I would love to see that. I think that would be hilarious.
Off you go then.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up actually.
Knock yourself out.
See.
Yeah. Quite literally, it'll be quite entertaining.
So, but maybe we do. Maybe we do need to just do one show one night where we're absolutely pissed.
It won't take much because I've been teetotal for a few years now, so
I was
won't
just
going to
say it's not going to take me much at all.
One sniff and that'll be really gone.
Does that become a parenting business show, or does it just become two old blokes pissed?
Speak for yourself.
Rambling shit.
Anyway,
hey, you're still over 40.
I am over 40. Only just though.
The only time I will now be considered young is if I die. and that's when I'll have people going, "Oh, well, he died young."
On that note, I think we'll end. Oh, that's there's a thought to end on. I love it. I'm only young if
Come
I
on,
die.
anyway, we've digressed. Dad joke.
I've digressed because I was going to tell you about my addiction.
Sorry, your addiction.
My addiction of Tetris.
Have you got back into Tetris?
I'm addicted to Tetris. I've sought professional help, and with the professional help, it's all falling back into place.
Oh.
Good night.
That is terrible.
Good night.
I was just about
See you next
to
week.
say,
Christmas.
Are you playing it on original Game Boy? Because retro consoles are a massive thing now, and getting the originals.
Don't know. I certainly won't be doing it if it was trendy, would I? Christ, I've had someone today saying, "Can you scan this barcode for the this QR code for the parking?" I says no. And it says everybody has to scan it in. It says mine phone not do it. And he says no, you have to scan it. And I says right, okay. And I got my brick out. I went, do you want to watch? And then fucking won't scan. It won't scan. And it says, oh, I can get technical support to look at the QR code. No, it's not your QR code. I've got an old phone and I don't know how it works. It won't scan.
I think what you need to do is find an old Nokia 3310.
Not quite that bad, but it's...
and just carry it in your pocket for such situations and say...
Oh, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
My phone's old, and then pull out an actual... just see the look of panic on their face when you pull out an old Nokia 3310 or something, and that's got no camera on, no nothing.
I might actually do that.
And just see the look on their face. They won't be asking for fucking technical support then.
Well, then, young man.
I think. What's your plans for the coming weekend? Have you got anything?
Oh, the usual. We got dance class.
Yeah.
Potentially church again. We went last week. That was quite good. And that's it, mate. I mean, it's next week's 2 weeks for Easter holidays, isn't it? So I would expect being a salesman will be a waste of time. So as long as I'm around and got my phone on, I'll be doing a bit more.
Yeah.
With the kids, or I dare so try and ship them off to Grandad a couple of times.
Although I will say slightly business, totally business related. I was looking at kind of networking events coming up for different organisations and things. Looking at putting them in the diary, there's half of them are over bloody Easter holidays.
Yeah, they're going to be quiet, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought, well, why the hell are you organising networking events during our area in particular's Easter holidays for local events? That's just stupid. But hey, so I won't be going to those. I'll be busy.
Yeah, you've got an edit to do.
Yes,
fucking hell, you'll still be here at the end of Easter.
I'm going to enjoy that edit, though.
You are. It felt like it went well. So if you get nothing else from this episode, listeners, tune into next week. It won't be this dreary.
No, we will have a guest on, and a really, really interesting guest. Really, really lovely to chat with him. And I think on that note, then let's call it a day for this one.
It's adios while we're still young.
We will crack on. And if you have enjoyed this episode, or you want to listen to the guest next week,
that's ambitious, isn't it? Listen to the guest next week.
Yeah. If you want to listen to the guest next week, make sure you follow us or subscribe on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do also feel free to get in touch with your stories, your dad jokes, your big questions, or top tips about how you balance your parenting business or just life in general. You can either leave us a comment or drop us an email at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, don't forget to share the podcast with other parents, business owners, and make sure you leave us a 5-star review just to help us spread the support. And on that note, we will see you next Thursday.